Cyber friends, this is Minnie Man coming back at you again from Walker's Music. It's very unusual for me to come back at you twice in this here short period of time. I normally do a couple of videos. I try to once in the morning, and then another one. I call the night edition of the Word for the Day. But sometimes I feel the need to come back, and this morning is one of them. And like I said, we already have given shout outs to everybody, and to the YouTube gang and the End Time Harvest gang, YouTube family. Also, I wanted to also congratulate my sister Linda and congratulate her and her husband on 20, I think 2 years, 22 or 23 years of marriage. We want to say we congratulate you, and we give you honor. It's a job to any kind of relationship to last that long. God got to be with you. So we asking your God continued blessing in y'all marriage, and we hope that you'll have this weekend will be a very, very memorable one, and that everything goes as well as it need to be. And we wish y'all the best for 23 or 22 more years, if it be the Lord's will. I came back because I wanted to ask a question, people. I get inspired to do some things, and I just try to obey the Spirit. But I was listening to guy, like I said, I watch a lot of TBN, and I know a lot of people say they don't really agree with TBN, a lot of it. But there's some things on there. I'm not saying everything is right, people. I'm not a judge. I don't know this, but I know what I hear, and everybody's not wrong. Everybody's not wrong. I heard Father Michael Manning on his show this morning. He spoke something, and it sparked me to come and say a few things back to our gang, and when we are dealing with people. And the question is, and I'm not gonna, Minnie Man is gonna try not to give none of his opinion. I'm not gonna try to do no Bible study, but I just want to ask a question, and I'm gonna name some things, and want us to let's give it a thought. And the question is, what would Jesus do? All right? What would Jesus do? This is my little water keg here, people. What would Jesus do? And when I asked that question, motivated by Father Michael Manning this morning, I thought about something. He was talking about, persecution, and how would he say, we want to crucify when somebody does something, I should say, to us, and we want to quickly strike back. That's human. That's human nature. That's the animal nature. In other words, natural. But to remember, we are supernatural. Now remember, I said, what would Jesus do? This is not no personal opinion thing. Minnie Man's going to try his best not to say nothing what I think, because not really nothing what it doesn't matter what I think anyway. What God knows. Okay, what would Jesus do? Let's name a few things. If Jesus ran into bigotry, what would Jesus do? Think about it. If Jesus ran into racism, which is sort of synonymous with bigotry, what would Jesus do? If Jesus ran into hate, which is also kind of falls in the line of the same two things I mentioned previously, what would Jesus do? If Jesus had a wife, or if you turn it around on the female-male gender, a husband committed adultery, what would Jesus do? If someone smoked Jesus on the right cheek, what would Jesus do? I'm waiting. Give me your time. If someone spoke evil about Jesus, what would Jesus do? If someone was caught in the act of adultery, what would Jesus do? You see, people, where I'm going. And I know every one of you that know Jesus know what Jesus would do. Question is now, what are we going to do when we run into these same things? Remember, we are being transformed day by day into the image of Jesus. Now, I don't know about you, but many man hadn't made it yet. God is still working on me, and I got a long way to go. But nevertheless, at least I'm still letting him work on me. And many men going to ask you to do the same thing. You're not there either. I know that we meet a lot of people that if you let them tell it, they already made it. But let me tell you something. If you're living on this planet, and if you're looking at this video, you haven't made it yet. People, we all is being transformed into the image of Jesus day by day as we let God do his handiwork. The Holy Spirit guide us and lead us into all truth. And he's working on this building. And then one day, when we all sit down at the welcome table in that sweet by and by, then we're going to know. We're going to know. You know what? Jesus even said in that day, we are not going to even ask him that. It's all in the word, people. I just thought I'd come back and just say that. Maybe it helps somebody. I know this stuff this morning hit me like a ton of bricks, and it's blessing me to the core. And I want to pass the blessing on to you. But remember, when we are treated wrong, when people don't speak well of us, now let it be a lie, though, people. Don't let it be true. Let it be a lie. But when it happens to us, just remember, what would Jesus do? And if you know what Jesus would do, then do likewise. This is Little Man saying, whatever you get into it, God's not in it. Come on out of it, please, ma'am, please, sir. This is Little Man saying peace. Goodbye.